What was your best purchase this year? Bought some pants a week or two ago. I've had only 2 pair for quite a while, and it will feel nice to have some more. Squat rack. Took a long time to get everything set up, but it was worth the wait. Worth the wait. A good backpack. I didn't think it'd be so handy, but I use it every day, and it's knowing that I can just grab it and go instead of worrying about getting stuff gathered up or realizing I left something home that I needed. A Roomba. After having 3 spinal surgeries a few years ago, hoovering has been the worst. This bad boy has helped me more than you'll ever know. An inflatable stand-up paddleboard. Being able to drive to a lake and paddle around on the water for a few hours really helped me get through this year. I impulse bought a massive cutting block from Mikey that lives on our counter for $14. We love it. Even if Ikey performed some sort of GD mind trick to get us to buy it, we came in for a desk. Ikey, hey, your cheese needs a desk too. A telescope. It's so incredible to see Jupiter, moons and Saturn, and see that there is much more in the sky than meets the eye. For those who intend to purchase a telescope, I really recommend to spend some time doing research. There are different kinds of telescopes and their use depend on the purpose you have. A good telescope for viewing planets may not be the best for observing deep sky objects. A telescope may be great to use at home, but might be too big to travel with. Another might be easy to set up but not the best for astrophotography. It's really important to do some research to find out which kind better suits you. An oversized sweater. It's huge. It's so comfy. It makes me feel safe. A Kindle. I don't read much, but I'm slowly starting to read more and more. Bought an ice cream for a girl. We're together now. My frozen heart melted. LASIK. Seriously, I have not had a second where I have regretted it. It truly is life changing. People who just see naturally, you have no idea how good you have it. To answer some, it was not painful. I had some dry eye on the way home after the surgery that felt like sandpaper, but once I was home I napped thanks to the medicine, and by the time I was awake it was gone, and I could see. It takes some time for it to heal, but the healing process is painless. The surgery did not hurt whatsoever. You are completely numb, and it was extremely fast. Please do not try to cut costs for it. This is your vision, so make sure you find someone very reputable. If you are on the fence about, do it. It's seriously the best decision I've ever made. Thanks for the awards. Does a refinance count? Ended up with a 375 rate and saving like 160 grand. A new bed. I sleep so much better now. Technically not this year, but in December 2019, without knowing what was around the corner, I bought a bidet. Little did I know what a great purchase it would actually turn out to be. Even without the pandemic, it's probably the best purchase I've ever made. Bidet gang, rise up. Edit. Okay, rise after you're done spraying. I bought a running 84-foot Camaro for the sake of learning how to work on cars and having a project vehicle. I've been wanting to do this since I was a kid. So far I've rebuilt drum brakes, changed U-joints, changed all wheel bearings / seals, bought a new carburetors, upgraded to an electric radiator fan, restored all the gauges back to factory original, and a bunch of other stuff. I will say I've learned a substantial amount so far. When I get some money saved up, I'm gonna tear into the engine and rebuild it. A soft close toilet seat. No longer will I be awoken in the night by the phantom midnight pooper. Have fun accidentally slamming any non-slow toilet seats you happen to encounter for the rest of your days. Lego. Keeps my hands and mind busy. Who cares if I'm 33? 33-year-olds are their main clientele. Who else can afford Lego? Comfy pants. Haven't owned good sweatpants ever. I finally ordered 3 really nice pairs since I've been working from home all year. The day after I got them, the vaccine was announced. You're welcome, Earth. Undefined. I bought a 2 travel mug that gets me free coffee from a gas station on every Tuesday. I can't wait for my 200th free coffee because after that I'll have essentially paid less than 1 penny for each refill. This is the goal in life. House. My wife and I were both WFH in a 500 square foot apartment which did not go well. We finally got a house with room to spread out, and it's made our lives much easier. I recognize this is not an easy whim purchase, but instead was one that we've been saving for 8 years for. Got my first gaming desktop. OMG, the difference is amazing. AMD Ryzen 5 3400G with Radeon Vega graphics 3. 7 GHz. 8 GB of RAM. 64-bit Win 10 Pro OS build 19041. 685. It's a start, but it's 10x better than what I had. I bought a new vacuum cleaner. It's so much better than my old vacuum cleaner. I love it. Therapy. The older I get, and the more people I meet, the more I'm convinced that every single person should see a therapist regularly. Invisalign. I'm 2 months in, can see major improvements, and people don't have to see or hear me talk funny with a retainer. 2 more months to go. Never thought I would win an award for having crooked teeth, but now it seems worth it. Purchased a solid 14k gold Swiss watch at a garage sale for 5. Probably my purchase of the year. I bought a 40 sweater that says small dick big dreams. My cat. She's a tiny calico that definitely sees more invisible demons than the average cat, but she is the best thing to come out of 2020. Edit 2. I told her how many people thought she was cute and it promptly went to her head, and she knocked my glass of water over. If you want extra heartfeltness, she was a foster fail. I was on the fence about adopting her until we saw how quickly her and our other cat bonded. He'd been lonely since our roommate moved out with her cat. And happily enough, our other foster baby was adopted by our old roommate. I just bought a heated blanket last night, best solution for my cramps. I usually end up passing out from the pain, but once I wrap myself up in the blanket, they became manageable. A mattress warmer with dual controls. It fits directly on the mattress like a mattress protector, with the bottom sheet going on over it. The warmth comes up gently from below and encourages your body to relax and enjoy a good sleep, especially on cold winter nights. I'm living in Asia, where it is scorching hot. I have no air conditioner in my room, so I bought an air cooler just before the lockdown started. Best purchase. It doesn't cool the room entirely, but it makes the heat bearable. A Switch. Running around Hyrule and Fdlan has really alleviated the sting of not being able to socialize with other people as often. I'm not saying it was chickens, but it was chickens. They eat weeds and table scraps. They give us eggs. They give us good compost. They are funny as all heck. They force me to go outside regularly. But the best part is they are really good for my family's mental health. Just hanging out with them, which is especially needed this year. Melatonin gummy bears. I used to wake up in the middle of the night, but now I get great deep sleep. An electric kettle. I will never buy a teapot again. Wish I did it years ago. To adopted kittens. Cat tax. Yay. Kittens. Now please provide cat tax. A big fancy desk for my home office. Now I'm actually comfortable working from home. I got a $50 Motorola phone after my Google Pixel 3a was stolen at the beach. It does everything my other phone did besides take good pictures. It does everything noticeably slower, but it's incredible that you can even get a smartphone for $50. Typing this on it right now. Found a gem of a used record for $1.99 called Starlight with various hits from 1979. A soft stirring coffee mug. It's so much fun. I actually look forward to getting up because it means I get to use it. A plane ticket to leave an awful ex. Weighted blanket. Smother the anxiety. We got to meet our son at Walmart the other day, and he brought 2 of his daughters that we haven't seen since March. Ages 6 and 4. They wanting to ride the electric cart with Granddaddy. The little 4Y/O asked me, "Can I have this?" I said, "Girls, you can have anything you want." When we met up with my wife and son, they laughed at me because my buggy was full. The only thing I would let my son take out of the cart was slime, Play-Doh and a paint set. I dumped a clunker car for a new one. It was a money drain, plus the value had dropped much further than I thought. The amount of stress relief was immense, and the money saved even with a new car payment is very beneficial. All of the parts for my first PC. I'm very happy with it, and it has turned out to be very useful for school. It also means I can play Cyberpunk 2077 later today. My first cup of coffee. I recently left the Mormon church, which teaches that drinking it is sinful, and found this to be a simple joy that I was missing out on. I got 35 for my birthday. I spent 15 on the Henry Stickmin collection. Then waited until Halloween for a sale. I bought Portal and Portal 2. Then waited till Thanksgiving. Then I bought Half-Life. I'm definitely going to have a lot of stuff to do over winter break. My honeymoon. My husband and I went on vacation for New Year's, and we got to spend an amazing week together before Speep hit the fan. Adopted our Great Pyrenees, Dixie. Lifelong family member and the sweetest dog ever. Can't believe she had been returned twice before we found her. Washing machine. Around the start of the pandemic, we used to haul the clothes to a laundromat and fold them there. Got my eyes zapped with the smile procedure. Wow. I've worn glasses for almost 20 years, and I'm just amazed. 2 months later I still go to take off my glasses and remember I'm not wearing any. Air fryer. My first VR headset. It's winter, and I hate running outside during winter. It's not really ideal and a good way to hurt yourself. With VR, I can have a lot of fun and do my cardio every day. Some games out there are a real full body cardio workout. I love it. Not sure if this counts as a purchase, since we didn't pay anything, but we foster failed one of our puppies this year. We have donated heavily to the rescue in the form of medical bills paid for other fosters, so they waived the adoption fee. Puppy tax 1. Puppy tax 2. Puppy tax 3. This steel sculpture vulture that I put in my front yard and named Clarence. My kitten. As a kid growing up, our cats never paid attention to the kids, so I never cared for them and never really wanted a cat. I have had my kitten for 4 months now. I think she's 8 or 10 months old, and she's super playful and always wants to be around me. When she's not playing, she waits for me while I work and will sleep in front of my keyboard. Edit kitty tax. Hands down a menstrual cup. I used to be scared and even grossed out by them, but using one has changed my life. Now I feel in control of my body and not the opposite. Tesla stock at under 150/share. It's UHH. It's worth more now. I didn't realize TSLA got below 150 this year. I got in on their IPO around 22. I was able to buy my first house. Absolutely. The espresso machine I bought at the start of the quarantine. And Medrive Samsung Evo 970. It's overkill, they said. You don't need it, they said. The improvement in boot and loading speeds was definitely worth the money. I don't think I'll ever need a new SSD. Yes, I know. It will die one day. It's a metaphor. An engagement ring. We are getting married in 2 weeks. My dog. Wanted one my whole life. Finally decided I was settled enough and ready for the responsibility. Adopted her in August. I'm equating the fees and such with the purchase, and while she has turned my life upside down, it's great. The last week or so has been rough, but I have to get up every single day to walk her, and by the time we get back, it's pointless to go back to bed, so I prepare her breakfast then mine, and then I do the things I need to get done. You know what? It's a Peloton and other home gym equipment. I rapidly gained weight early this year, lost my job at a hotel, lost my father, our wedding was cancelled. I ate my feelings and arguably, I still am. With no gyms open and honestly no desire to exercise, I getting heavier and heavier and sadder. I know it's gimmicky, but damn, the Peloton really turned around my relationship with my body and health this year. I love the classes, and it encouraged me to get outside and start running again. I bought the thing in August, and I've now lost all of the weight I gained this year, and I'm simply feeling better. I'm drinking less and eating better just because I feel more connected to my body and health, and the endorphins from exercise have helped me keep my head up every day. Seriously, it was worth it was not cheap. Getting my tubes tied. I'm so excited I can't pass my genetic problems onto the next generation. Mental health issues on my dad's side, hereditary health conditions on my mom's,